Law number 17, the law of dividends. Investing in the team compounds over time. Now, you're probably feeling good right now because we have talked about 17 indisputable laws of teamwork. And you're saying, we're on number 17. I mean, we have 16 of these indisputable laws under our belt. Feeling kind of proud, aren't you, huh? Yes. You kind of feel like you're ready to take your team and just go out and whip the world, aren't you, huh? How many of you would say, boy, I think I got this teamwork stuff down better now than when I was on law number 3? How many of you would say that from a 1 to a 10? Because what I want to encourage everybody, in fact, I trust that you've been doing this throughout all of the training. Every time you finish one of the laws in training, not only do you go back to the book and read the law and make sure you've got it under your belt and practice the law and apply it and teach it like I suggested to you in the introduction of this training video series, but I trust by now you're beginning to get a sense of you're getting a grasp of what these laws really mean. But here's the question. If you evaluated yourself from a 1 to a 10, here's the question. Did you give yourself a 10 on every one of them? How many of you probably were not perfect on all 17? See, and I even taught 17 and you're already saying I'm not perfect. You just kind of know, okay. But let me ask you a question. How many of you say, you know, 3 or 4 of these laws I'm pretty good at right now? How many? Come on, you get some. How many of you basically say you need help? Now, here's what I want you to catch. You're going to be good at some laws. Some laws you're not going to be so good at. What you do is you evaluate yourself, review this, not only for yourself but for your other team members. And I want to stop here for a moment and say this. When you're finished with this study of the 17 indisputable laws of teamwork, what you want to do is not only evaluate yourself, but let your team evaluate you on all 17 laws. And you want to evaluate your team till you know who does best on what laws. For example, on law number 16, the law that I just finished speaking on, the law of high morale, let me say this. There may be somebody on your team that they are just a naturally gifted motivator. Aren't there some people that when you see them, your face lights up? You just know that they're going to say something that's going to lift you. Isn't that right? And aren't there other people when you see them, you just say, oh, dear God, why did I see them? Let me. How many of you ever seen somebody in a supermarket and somebody you didn't want to see? And the good news is you saw them. You saw them, they didn't see you. How many of you, this is just for fun. This is for fun. There's no teaching value in this at all. This is just for, how many of you have ever ducked or hidden from somebody you didn't want to see? Come on, raise your hand. Oh, yeah. Okay. This law, the law of dividends, if I could teach any law successfully, this is the one I'd want to teach. And here's why. You have no idea. If you'll pour yourself into your team, the return your team will give you. In one of the earlier laws, I talked about when I turned 40, remember? And I realized that I could never accomplish what I wanted to accomplish on my own, so therefore that's where I developed the law of the inner circle, one of the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. That's where I realized I have to bring people around me and develop a team. Okay. As I look back at that decision at the age of 40, I'm now 54, at that decision, I can say of any decision I have ever made in the area of leadership, that was the greatest decision. Because I'm now 14 years in this process, and I'm starting to clip some pretty good coupons. I'm starting to reap some pretty good compounded dividends because I've spent this time in developing a team. So I think the best way I can help you, because I really want to teach this law well, because if you can walk out of here today, and if you can finish this training video, and you can become committed to investing in your team, 10 years down the road, now not tomorrow, by the way, I want to tell you something. If you make a determination to invest in your team, tomorrow will not be a good day. Because when you start to pour your life into people, some of the people on your team aren't going to be interested. Some of the people on your team aren't going to want to learn. They're not going to want to grow. And it gets very frustrating as leaders. You're trying to, pull them all together. And you're going to say, we're all going to get together to grow and learn. They're going to look at you and say, I don't want to grow. I don't want to learn. And you're going to be discouraged. Now, here's what I'm saying. Many people never reap the dividends of investing in the team because in the first 6 months it was so hard that they gave it up. And basically went back to saying, it's just easier to do it myself. And they never understand why they don't reap the dividends and the compound interest of what a team will give you over a period of time. Done correctly, the most important thing that you'll do as a leader is law number 17. So let me share with you what I think investing in a team means. I want to make sure you really get this. Number one, investing in a team means making the decision to build a team. This starts the investment. Just like you would make a decision to put money aside in the bank for CDs or invest it somewhere in the stocks, just as one day you have to, you see, if you've not put anything in, you can't get anything out. I mean, don't go down to the bank and say, I'd like to collect my money. They come back puzzled in a few moments and I'm sorry, you don't have any money. Oh. I hate these rules. The best thing that can happen to you is you walk out of this studio, is you to commit yourself today to start investing in your team. That's step number one. Make a decision to build a team. Number two, gather the best team possible. What this does is elevates the potential of the team. And by the way, when you gather your first team, it won't be your best team. It's just going to be the team that you've got. So make the best of it. Isn't that right? It's okay. The only way that you're going to get a better team is either by training them or becoming so much better that other better people are attracted to you. Number three, investing in a team means paying the price to develop the team. This ensures the growth of the team. We've already studied the law of the price tag. We have already realized that organizations stop growing when the price gets too high. You're going to have to pay a price to invest in your team. Number four, investing in a team means doing things together as a team. This provides community and relationships for those that are around you. Number five, investing in a team means empowering team members with responsibility and authority. What this does is this raises up leaders for the team. Number six, investing in a team means giving credit for success to the team. This lifts the morale of the team. Number seven, investing in a team means evaluating to be sure your investment in the team is paying off. Nothing wrong with this. This brings accountability to the team. Number eight, investing in a team means stopping your investment in players who do not grow. This eliminates greater losses to the team. Number nine, investing in a team means creating new opportunities for the team because this allows the team to stretch. Number 10, investing in a team means giving your team the best possible chance to succeed. This guarantees a higher return. Now, if you'll allow me, I want to just quickly read these 10 things again without stopping just for you to get the picture. Investing in a team means making a decision to build a team because this starts the investment for your team. Investing in a team means gathering the best team possible because this elevates the potential of the team. Investing in a team means paying the price to develop the team. This ensures the growth of the team. Investing in a team means doing things together as a team because this provides the community for the team. Investing in a team means empowering team members with responsibility and authority. This raises up leaders for the team. Investing in a team means giving credit for the success of a team. This lifts the morale of the team. Investing in a team means evaluating to be sure your investment in the team is paying off. This brings accountability to the team. Investing in a team means stopping your investment in players who do not grow. This eliminates greater loss to the team. Investing in a team means creating new opportunities for the team. This allows the team to stretch. And finally, investing in a team means giving your team the best possible chance to succeed. This guarantees a high return. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to share with you personally, for about 6 more minutes, the compounding results of investing in my team. Number one, my team makes me better than I am. That's a fact. I recognize it. Guess what? So does everybody else. And a classic example is this book, The 17 Indisputable Laws of Teamwork. I didn't do this book by myself. Oh yes, I sat down somewhere and said there ought to be a Laws of Teamwork book, but then what did I do? I wrote down some laws I thought were laws, and then I got together my team, and I set them around the room, and I said, let me share with you what I'm thinking, and I threw it out with them, and they said, oh my goodness, those are good, but have you thought of this? And over 6 months, 20 people had input on these 17 laws. And every day as I watched their improvements, as they tweaked it, I said to myself, they're making me better. They're making the book better. That's what a team's all about. Number two, my team multiplies my value to others. In a few months, we'll do a simulcast for 70,000 people in probably 800 to 900 locations across America. On that September 15th day, I'll walk into an auditorium of 3,000 people with my teamwork notes. I'll sit down on a stool like this. I'll open my notes. Cameras will start rolling. We'll be into 700 to 800, maybe 900 site locations across the country. 65,000, 70,000 people will watch. And for the next 6.5, 7 hours, I'll teach. But here's what I know. I did nothing to recruit those people. I did nothing to develop those host sites. I did nothing to do the marketing and the advertising. I did nothing on the promotion. I did nothing on the communication. I did not set up a camera. I did nothing with the satellite. Basically, all I did was sit on a stool, open my notes, and say, hi, my name is John. I'm your friend. The team multiplies my value. If it's up to John, he gets a handful. The team gives me thousands. Number three, my team enables me to do what I do best. And it's a good thing I have a team around me because I don't do very many things well. I'm not a multi-talented person. I'm always amazed at people who can do everything. I've never been able to do that. I can't even do 2 things at once. I'm very limited. In fact, there are only 4 things I can do. I do these very well. But there are only 4 things. Ask my wife. I'm worthless. Ask my team. I'm clueless. In fact, they look at me and they're continually amazed at what I don't know. Many of them look at me as Columbo. Just walking through the halls with a trench coat, muttering to myself, trying to figure it out. Now, the 4 things I do well. I lead well, I communicate well, I relate well, and I create well. I'm good at those 4 things. But it stops there. I'm really not good at anything else. Worthless. But I have a team. And the team around me. You know what they say? Is they say, John, you're worthless. Don't go there. Don't do that. Just do 4 things. So every day, all I do is 4 things. People say, don't you do anything else? No. I'm not any good. 4 things. My name is John. Keep it simple. Number 4. My team represents me where I cannot go. My team goes places that I don't go. We have an international ministry called Equip, and we're in over 100 different countries teaching leadership. My material, my tapes, my DVDs, our training seminars, over 100 countries. I only go internationally usually once a year, unless Margaret wants me out of the house. But they go where I cannot go. They see people I will never see. They raise leaders that I will never personally touch. Number 5, my team fulfills the desires of my team is an extension of my calling and dream. Many years ago, I had a wonderful friend. 25 years ago, his name is Elmer Towns. He's been a friend and a mentor of mine for many, many years. And many, many years ago, as a pastor, he said, John, if you're a pastor of a church, all those Sunday school classes, all those Sunday school teachers are extensions of your vision and ministry. And I picked up on that concept. And when I began to develop a team at the age of 40, I said all of my team members will be extensions of my vision and my calling. And so they fulfill the desires of my heart. And those desires are fulfilled because when they come home, they tell me stories of what happened and lives that were changed. Or when I travel, people say, hey, let me tell you something. I was at a Dan Ryland seminar. I had an Enjoy Stewardship consultant come and help us raise money. And I hear the stories over and over again, and it brings joy to me. Number 6, my team provides community for my enjoyment. They're the ones that I play golf with. They're the ones I travel with. They're the ones I eat my meals with. They're my friends. It's kind of nice when your teammates are your friends. So you not only take the journey together for the vision, you kind of laugh along the way. And number 7, my team gives me more personal time. In fact, they're allowing me now almost to take a week off every month. I'm getting more time with Margaret than I've ever had, and she's loving this. I'm getting more time with the grandbabies than I've ever had, and they need me. Teaching them things that their mothers are not capable of teaching. What am I saying? They free me up and allow me to do things with my family that I could never do if I would not have developed a team. In closing, years ago I wrote a book called The Success Journey. And when I wrote the book, The Success Journey, I said 3 things. 1, I want to take the journey of success. I want to go on this journey. I want to have a life of success. I want to have a life of significance. I want to have a life of fulfillment. I want to take this journey. The second thing I said to myself is, I can take it alone if I want to. In other words, I can do my own thing, call my own shots, go at my own time, have my own schedule. But if I do it alone, when I get there, wherever that is, it'll be a hollow celebration. Because the only person I'll have to high five is myself. So the third thought came. I can take the success journey with others. And if I take the success journey with others, oh, I know. When you journey with somebody, that means you can't always go as early as you want to go or stay out as late as you want to stay because you've got other people that you're taking on the journey with you. And I realize there are times when it doesn't go as fast as you want it to go, and there are times when it's a little frustrating because you got people on the journey with you. But here's what I know. We're doing it together. Now, I plan on doing this for a long time. I'm relatively a young man. But here's what I know. When I come to the finish line, I won't be alone. We'll be celebrating together. It'll be high five together because we have learned the laws of teamwork. And the great things about the laws of teamwork is the laws of teamwork work. So go implement them, apply them to your life, get buy-in from your team, do it together, go to the top. Success is yours because you included others on your journey. Thank you very much.